I said it too many hoes. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas.
Welcome back to another episode of Two Friends Fighting. I am Robby.
I'm Jackson.
And this is our Christmas episode, guys. And happy holidays for those guys who don't celebrate it. Mm-hmm. But we both celebrate Christmas, so we are wearing Santa hats.
Man, Christmas is my favorite holiday of the year.
Honestly, I think it's, besides the terrible snow, ideally for me, the perfect Christmas would be like Christmas Eve, nice and warm weather. Christmas Day, nice good snow, powdery snow, not the wet stuff. Mm-hmm. Boxing Day, totally gone again.
I know.
Like right on Christmas, you know. You wake up, you see the snow falling. Yes. It's all white. It looks very nice.
By the end of the, you know what? It would actually be better. Here's what's gonna happen. It's snowing, maybe 7 a.m. Starts snowing 7 a.m. Christmas Day.
You wake up at
or maybe even Christmas Eve night. Maybe a little bit of snow, but in case you have to drive, okay, a little bit of snow. Then come Christmas morning, nice coating of snow.
Yeah.
Then somehow a tropical breeze comes.
Yes.
At around 3:30 p.m.
Yeah.
Melts all the snow because sometimes you got to cook on the barbecue at Christmas time.
I mean, ideally, yeah, you want to get that good grilled chicken or sausage or burgers, whatever you're having.
What do you usually eat on Christmas?
Whatever my mom makes.
We usually do like a filet mignon, like
oh, nice.
A lot of times we do shish kebabs, but sometimes I think this year we might just cut them into steaks and just have filet mignon steaks.
There's never really been a tradition in my family. You don't
have any Christmas traditions?
Not with food, no. Mm. Like the tradition was always just like wake up, open presents, and then watch TV for the rest of the day. Like you've got your stuff, okay? Yeah. Merry Christmas. Lunch later. Although desserts are always amped up around Christmas time. Yeah. Like my house
my mom makes a lot of desserts, as you know.
We just had some. Same with mine. What your mom does mostly year round, my mom does like tenfold right around this time. Like there's
she's gonna be amping it up.
There's containers of cookies that I can't have. Yeah. Because who's it for? For the company, which every year is fine. But like, who are you making it for this year, man? No one. We can't have anybody over. Let me eat the cookies. Yeah,
it's definitely a shame. Hopefully everyone's staying nice and warm. Maybe sitting by the fire, or if you don't have a fireplace, maybe turn the TV onto the fireplace channel.
Yeah, the placebo warmth will get you going. You know. Mm-hmm.
So let's talk about some of our favorite things that we do.
Let's talk about Christmas.
In or around Christmas.
Yeah, well, I mean...
Why do you like Christmas, Robby?
Well, I mean, when I was a kid, it was the time away from school.
Sure, yeah.
And the presents. I think as a kid, it's easier, like, you know... Actually, it's funny. As a kid, you hate getting clothes. You know, new socks. Now, as an adult, that's what you want.
That's what you want, yeah.
Yeah, it's like, oh my God, socks, thank God, thank you, I needed these.
I literally went Christmas shopping, and I'm like... Man, I think everybody knows that as a gift, you don't want to like give somebody like socks or underwear because it's kind of like, oh, like socks, underwear. They're still necessities. You still need socks. Yeah. You still need underwear. You still need like your basic necessities. Right?
I actually really like getting socks these days, and then even a new shirt that I like because you never know. One thing might have a hole in it. You have to get rid of something. You never know. I don't know about you, but as a kid, I tried to be very easy to buy for, and it ended up being hard to buy for because they would ask me, oh, what do you want? I'm like, oh, whatever's fine. Yeah. And that would actually make them think harder about it. So in my attempt to be like an easy person to buy for, whereas everything was fine, it made it harder. And one year my dad said, like, you can get Robby a gift card or a car and he'll have the same reaction. Yeah. My response was like, well, give me a car and see what happens.
The gift giving and getting process has always been something interesting, right? Like, there's always those people that you know that are like easier to buy for, and there are people that are harder to buy for, right? And like even myself this year, like I've been asked, oh, what do you want for Christmas? And I'm like, honestly, I've had no thought toward it whatsoever, you know what I mean? And I find that answer, yes, like I get that back, and I'm frustrated from other people when they tell me that because like I need help buying for them, you know what I mean? But then when you always get the, oh, I don't know, you don't have to get me anything. but I want to get you something.
Yeah.
You know?
And when you don't get them something, then you're a dick. So like you kind of got to get something anyway.
Hit me up with some Christmas etiquette. Like, what are the do's?
Christmas.
What's the do's and don'ts of Christmas?
Christmas etiquette, do's and don'ts.
Christmas etiquette, do's and don'ts.
Okay, so when it comes to, like, let's say gift getting, like you're getting it for somebody else,
don't blow it out of the water in front of people. If it's like maybe your significant other and you're doing like a one-on-one gift exchange, sure, maybe go over the top because that's the person you love, or maybe you don't, or whatever. Either way, you like the person at the time. But if it's like, if you're doing a gift exchange or something like that and there's like a $20 limit, don't be that person who spends $120.
Yeah, especially if you set a limit, then okay. But I find like if you don't set a limit, you don't want to like go like
you still don't
way
want to go
too far.
overboard,
You don't
right?
want to like make the person feel bad that they didn't reciprocate like the same sort of
and
value.
Be aware of everybody's financial situation. Like maybe you are well off and you can afford
and you like to give gifts. It doesn't like that, and that's on you, and you like to do it. But at the same time, you might make the other person feel bad that you're spending too much on them, and they're not like maybe even able to do that.
Because me personally, like, so when people ask me what for Christmas, I have things that I want.
Yeah.
But there are things that I don't want people to buy for me because they might be $200 and they might be a new pair of shoes.
Yeah.
But for specifically, I would buy those things.
Amanda?
I would buy those things. No, don't do that. I would buy those things for myself because why would I ask them to spend that much money?
What kind of shoes were those, Robbie?
Noble trail running shoes, actually.
Noble trail running.
If you guys don't know what Noble Project is, these are shoes I'm wearing right now on YouTube. They're great shoes for in the gym and out of the gym.
Size and color?
Always black, always 10.5.
Okay, there you have it, Amanda.
But like, why would I ask someone to spend like $204 on me, right? Like, that's what I want, but I get that for myself because and then guess what? What if someone does buy those gifts for me? Sorry, not these. Not these ones. These ones were like actually like $170, like the same price as a pair of Nike Metcons.
Yeah, I mean shoes can be expensive, and they cannot be expensive.
Especially when it comes to like the gym shoes, because now it's a whole like franchise, right? Like these have this much ankle support. These are these flat sole. These are good. These will get you better.
Technology, right?
Different shoe technology. Yeah. These will make you better at what you do. It is not the case with shoes. You just look good and feel good in them. It makes you feel better.
Okay, so we're talking about etiquette too, right? What about you're invited to somebody's house for either maybe like a Christmas Eve dinner or Christmas dinner or Boxing Day dinner. Never
show up empty-handed, that's for sure. At least a bottle of wine.
That's the biggest.
Minimum.
Yeah. You have to bring something. Don't show up empty-handed.
Yeah, bottle of wine.
That's the biggest faux pas you can do.
Maybe some cookies, some desserts. Like don't bring like... Also, don't show up with too much either.
Don't show up with too... Like, yeah, you don't want to show up with your own like buffet.
Don't bring a turkey.
Right. Because then you make your hosts feel bad that they're not serving your food. Right? They already have their own buffet to feed you, right?
They're the host, right? And this is like every classic sitcom movie. Don't be the mother-in-law. Don't be the sitcom mother-in-law who brings her own turkey.
Yep.
No one liked you, Karen.
Also, if you're going to somebody else's house for dinner, watch your drinks. Like maybe don't get completely like shit-faced, right?
Yep. Well, I think that applies anywhere. Like drink responsibly, dress for the occasion. You know, don't show up to someone's house looking like.
That's a big point.
And if you have people over, also dress for the occasion.
Don't wear what we're wearing at like a dinner party.
Yeah, no, we should probably have dressed up for this, but we're wearing our regular clothes.
I was going to dress up for this, but I didn't want to make you feel bad.
Yeah, thank you for that because I didn't bring things. Like these hats are us dressing up for Christmas right now.
Yes.
Also, my dressing up for Christmas.
We're doing the sort of cozy, sitting by the fire, like just the more relaxed Christmas time. We're not dinner party Christmas.
Which I'm okay with.
Yes.
And especially, I think that's gonna be the theme this year, right? The lack of dinner parties, you know, because unfortunately you can't do that. So but there's always the chance of a Zoom call with your family. So maybe dress up at least from the waist up, you know. Zoom protocol.
Is that Zoom etiquette to actually have pants on?
I mean, depending how etiquette you want to be with people, right?
Have you seen any of the fail videos where like
someone stands up and
they're wearing like everywhere. A full dress shirt, a tie, and they stand up and
they're in their boxers. Yep. I've seen them, and some people do it on purpose for fun, and some people actually just screw up, which is even funnier in my opinion. Yeah. Oh man.
Okay, so we sort of covered a little bit of etiquette, but what about like your favorite? Do you have like specific programs you like to watch, like either TV shows or movies? I don't think there are a lot of Christmas shows, but movies, there's a couple classics.
There's a lot of classics that unfortunately you don't see anymore. Maybe you don't remember this, but I certainly do. Or maybe you didn't watch them.
If you bring up the same one that I'm thinking of.
It was like the OG, like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Okay,
movie.
I mean, you're close. You're on the right track.
Like,
the claymation stuff.
Yeah.
Santa Claus is Coming to Town. You remember that one?
Yeah. Oh, I remember that. Yeah,
that one's the best.
What do you think? We tried to take a year off?
Did he try to take a year off? It was claymation.
He was
remember
sick or
there's like the wizard. The white wizard there, and there's like the
that's the origin one. Oh,
yes,
that
they're
one
trying to teach him how to walk and stuff. Put one foot in front of the other.
That was his name was just Winter, right? His name
I think it was like Winter White or something.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he was.
That was a good movie.
He was Kris Kringle. He was Ginger for some reason. Okay, whatever.
That was a sick movie.
Yeah. Oh
that one,
man.
You know what we do every year? Every year, it's sort of tradition around the Coury household to watch Christmas with the Cranks.
Oh man,
Christmas with the Cranks, man. It's not
cringy.
like in all honesty, it's not like a great movie in terms of like, it's not like Citizen Kane or something. You know what I mean? It's not like a well shot movie or whatever. No. But you know what? It's just like sort of like easy watching. It's like funny because you know what? Like the parents in Christmas with the Cranks are like pretty much exactly like my parents, and we all like get a good laugh out of that every year.
Your parents are Tim Allen and
I don't know.
I should know this. I know. I can see her face. She's very famous.
She is famous.
Oh my God, she's in Freaky Friday. Oh dear God, I'm drawing a blank.
Producer Jameson,
help us.
Hitting us up with the quick search.
She's gonna say her name and it's gonna be at the tip of my tongue. She's in so many things. Thank you.
Jamie Lee Curtis, yes.
We apologize, Miss Curtis, for forgetting who you are.
Oh, it's so good though because
I want to watch this podcast.
Christmas with the Cranks, it's so funny because like my mom is like really, really spot on like Jamie Lee Curtis's character, and like whenever like my brother Christian, he'll come from out of town to come visit, and she's exactly like her, because in the movie, Jamie Lee Curtis's daughter comes from like wherever she was as a surprise, right? Mm-hmm. To like visit her on Christmas. And she's like, Blair's home. And it's exactly the same thing happens when Christian comes home.
I can hear your mom saying that.
Oh, Christian, no.
I can hear your mom saying that.
Exactly like that.
My parents don't like that movie just because of like they don't like the cringy kind of things where it's
so
like,
cringy.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm the same way on that. It's a funny movie. I wouldn't choose to watch it. Like if I could, because I used to watch YTV a lot.
Yes.
Right? And that's where all those movies would come on in the Christmas time. They would have the Halloween specials. They would even have the SpongeBob SquarePants special for Christmas. Mm-hmm. And the Fairly Odd Parents Christmas specials, all that stuff. Jimmy Neutron, like all those kids that are like all those shows and movies that are long gone now.
Yeah.
And I think Netflix is doing a good job of this. I haven't watched it yet, but there's a new thing on the holiday movies that made us.
Okay. Yes. I saw that on
it,
Netflix.
but I definitely
there's only like two movies on that in that catalog. I think there's like the Nightmare Before Christmas
and Elf.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, those are on like the cover of it. Mm-hmm. I'm sure there's more than that, or maybe I'm wrong.
I don't think so.
Really?
No, I don't think so.
If people think those two movies made us holiday-wise,
they haven't watched Santa Claus is Coming to Town.
No, man, that movie was awesome.
That one, I mean, that's the S tier elite.
And kudos, man. Claymation takes forever to make, especially like so many years ago.
Movies aren't made like they used to. Like Claymation's better. Like those movies, like I actually prefer the visual style of like those old like you said, the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer and the Santa Claus is Coming to Town over the like the newer ones that are coming out. I don't particularly like the new animation style. Yeah, because the same stories have been remade, whether they're drawn or like the new Grinch movie. That was the new animation Grinch. Yeah, that was 2018. You've seen it? Oh, you want to see it? But it's on Netflix. But I like the original animated Grinch one. That one was good. What about the one with Jim Carrey? I like the Jim Carrey one too. Yeah. It's a bit freaky. Me? Okay, controversial opinion here. I'm not the biggest fan of Elf.
Elf, I watched this thing where the making of it was just they randomly filmed in New York. They didn't even set up anything. They're like just random people that he's fucking with.
If you guys can't hear that, Jameson says that Elf was just randomly filmed across New York. They just went to random people and just started messing with them.
Well, that sounds like something Will Ferrell would do extremely well. So I wouldn't be surprised, and you would get those genuine reactions. Still, yeah, honestly, with Elf, it's just also a cringy movie because, like, especially if nowadays, if you saw someone like that, like a grown man, just like an elf, acting like a kid around a kid, he's going to prison.
Yeah.
Or the psych ward, either way.
Yeah.
But that's like saying white chicks.
You can't make white chicks anymore.
You can't make it.
Yeah.
No, you cannot. No, you cannot.
Still good.
But I'm so glad they made it when they did, because that movie is amazing. Terry Crews, man. Oof. Like that.
Making my way downtown.
I'm pretty sure he got that role like before anyone else. Like they had that role for him.
That was so good.
Yeah.
He's like, I heard oysters are an aphrodisiac.
He actually takes the drugs back. So he's like, I gotta dance, and he's shirtless with the whistle. Iconic.
Yeah.
Terry Crews' come up story is interesting. He was like a security guard on the movie Friday.
Oh yeah, he was a security guard on the movie Friday. Terry Crews. Wow.
I think one of his first things was actually in Training Day.
Training Day. That's what I heard.
He just went to go like see it being filmed, and the director saw.
He was like an extra, but the director liked them, right?
Yeah, the director saw. He wasn't even supposed to be an extra.
No.
The guy was like, "Hey, you're a big guy. Go clap on that roof for a little bit." Right? And he did that, and then he brought him back every day, and eventually like got that. They didn't have any lines, and then things just picked up from there. And then he was firsthand like Denzel's big monologue, which is probably still, I mean, not Christmas related at all, but still one of the best things in movies of all time. King Kong ain't got shit on me. Like, where do you get that from?
Man, that was insane. A good impersonation, Robbie. You practicing that one?
Butchered it so bad. I butchered it so badly. I just want to be like Denzel Washington.
Man, another controversial opinion here, but Denzel doesn't have that many good movies. Man,
you don't even like Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks is my least favorite actor.
How do you not like Denzel Washington? He has so many good
Washington,
movies.
Inside Man, that's a top tier movie right there. Inside Man, that's one of my favorite. And then I like Training Day, but other than that, like, name another good Denzel movie.
What's that movie where he was with John Travolta on the trains? That was a good movie.
That was bad. Taking of Pelham 1, 2, 3.
Oh yeah,
that was bad.
I thought it was a good movie.
It's a movie about trains.
Train jacking though, like a robbery. People get killed.
Like he's like. It was about investing in gold and stuff.
Which one?
Pelham.
Oh yeah, it was investing in gold.
To like augment the stock prices.
Ugh. Huh. I don't remember that part of the movie.
No.
Regardless,
you couldn't even remember the name of the movie. Like those were his only good movies.
Okay, yeah, but like look at his performances though, man. He's a phenomenal actor.
Although that one Flight was pretty. Is it called Flight? Where he was the pilot and he's like he landed it like the plane upside down or something like that.
Maybe. I mean, if you're gonna go with flight movies, you might as well talk about Tom Hanks and Sully. He hates Tom Hanks so much.
Should never bring Tom Hanks up on this podcast again.
He's America's sweetheart, and you know that.
I know that a lot of people like him, but Tom Hanks, terrible movies.
All right, fair enough. Let's go off of Tom Hanks. Actually, speaking of, on the topic of Terry Crews, Denzel Washington, black actors, Forrest Whitaker. If you're looking for a new Christmas movie to watch...
Another guy who makes only bad movies.
Okay. Watch Jingle Jangle on Netflix. It's Christmassy. It's a musical.
It's actually Robbie's Christmas recommendation.
It's actually really good. I recommended Hubie's Halloween on Halloween with Adam Sandler. Okay, I recommended Jingle Jangle now.
Man,
he's actually really good.
We got an Adam Sandler recommendation and a Forrest Whitaker recommendation.
I liked it. I really liked the movie.
Yeah.
And I don't usually like musicals. The only musical I enjoyed before this one was actually Rocket Man because the songs were iconic. Right? Now, yes.
You ever seen Sweeney Todd?
Actually, I have not.
Sweeney Todd with Johnny Depp? That was pretty good.
See, I don't typically enjoy musicals. Mm-hmm. The reason why I like Rocket Man because
La La Land?
No, I haven't.
That's pretty good.
I also haven't watched Mamma Mia or the second one.
I haven't seen that either. But go on.
Yeah, the reason why I liked Rocket Man was because they used his actual songs. I like his music. Mm-hmm. In this case, it's mostly like black actors. So the songs are actually really good. John Legend was a big part in actually writing these original songs for the movie. I don't usually like movies with original songs based on storytelling, but the dancing.
John Legend.
Yeah, exactly, right?
Okay.
And there was others involved with it as well. So the music was actually really good. Story was really good. Keegan-Michael Key is the bad guy in the movie. I mean, that should be a selling point in of itself. You guys don't like it?
Is it a comedy? It's a family comedy.
It's definitely a family movie. There's some comedic aspect. It's like a childhood feel-good movie. Like regaining the child within you kind of thing, right?
Question for you. Completely off topic of what we're talking about right now.
Okay.
I just remembered we were talking about like the etiquette around dinner time. What do you make of turkey for either Thanksgiving or for Christmas?
So for me, it's always
Are
been...
you a big turkey fan?
So if I had to choose chicken or turkey, I would always choose chicken.
Okay.
But turkey...
Have you ever had like a whole roast chicken for Christmas or like a holiday?
Like a roast chicken to myself or...
No, like a Christmas dinner, you know what I mean?
No. Typically in my family, we do turkey for both holidays. Typically, or
you guys do the turkey.
Sometimes it depends.
Do you like it?
I like it. I'll eat it.
Sometimes people do ham, like the roast ham.
So I think my aunt, if you go to her house, she usually does like a little bit of both.
Jameson likes the ham.
You're gonna guys all be eating like turkey or something or ham, and James is gonna Uber Eats McDonald's.
The thing is my mom is vegan, and she just likes to have turkey on like holidays just because of her memories as a kid eating.
Well, I think it's a tradition, right? Like think about that, like that famous picture of the family or Thanksgiving or Christmas, right? It's that giant turkey. It's like that tradition that's ingrained into society.
I don't. It's always dry. Maybe it's just because I've never had a properly cooked one.
Huh?
Sorry? It just makes milk gravy. I don't like the gravy.
Yeah.
Jameson hates his mom's gravy. I can't say enough. I can't say anything about your mom's gravy.
That's
I haven't had
gravy
it.
too. Yeah. Sorry, Mom.
Swiss chalet fucking sauce.
Yeah, you guys will all be eating your stuff. Jameson's gonna Uber Eats Swiss chalet at McDonald's.
Jameson's a ham man.
If I had to choose between like turkey and ham, I would choose ham.
Okay, let's say we have filet mignon tossed into the mix.
That's rough. I'll go filet mignon. It's good.
I'm easily going filet. Yeah, Jameson the filet too.
Yeah.
That's easy. That's an easy pick.
That's good stuff.
Yeah, between ham and turkey, I don't know. Like, yeah, you gotta have the variety. What are some other like maybe some staples that we have to have like for Christmas dinner?
Pie.
What kind of pie? Pecan, like what kind of?
So in my household, it's a toss up between pecan and pumpkin.
Pumpkin, eh?
Yeah, maybe apple, but usually pecan and pumpkin. How about you guys?
I'm not super into pie in general. Like we talked about, I remember we did like a debate between apple pie and blueberry pie. Like I actually like blueberry pie, but that's probably one of the only pies I actually do like.
So you guys want like a cake household, or you guys just don't have dessert at all?
I'm just not a big pastry guy.
Okay.
I'm not too into sweets, but our mom will like go hard when it comes to making like desserts and stuff. She likes to make all different sorts of desserts. But
you got your brother Christian coming through to like just vacuum it up.
Yeah. Other staples for me, honestly, like I like to sort of, I guess this is like definitely non-traditional in terms of like the general sense, but I like to hit up like a good fattoush salad. Like I like to keep our like Christmases and Thanksgiving more like around like the Lebanese sort of style of food. So we do like filet mignon and like a fattoush salad. Fattoush is, for those of you who haven't had it, so awesome. It's like usually the dressing is like lemon juice, olive oil base, and garlic, and then you have like things in the salad like tomato. You'll have like mint is one of the big herbs, parsley, and obviously you gotta have your pita chips in there.
That does sound
seasoned
pretty good.
Pita chips. Oh, it's so good.
So making Jameson's hungry basically.
For shawarma. But yeah, I like like fattoush salad for me, like the meat, like the filet mignon I like to have around the holidays, and then like a couple bottles of wine, of course.
What's your favorite
red wine?
What's your favorite wine to go for Christmas, or do you just have like your go-to all year round?
Typically I'll just go to the LCBO and just get a good vibe for the for what they got there. Like they've always got different stuff at the LCBO. One that I've been drinking lately is called the El Goru. El Goru is a pretty good one.
Was it made by Al Gore?
No, E-L space G-O-R-U. That's a good one.
Well, a few months ago, me and Amanda went to a cranberry,
and some nice scotch.
That too. A cranberry punch place, and we bought bottles of cranberry, blueberry, and cranberry blueberry wine.
Yeah.
Right?
Those are so good, eh?
Some of them...
like the different fruit wines.
Yeah, some of them we haven't opened yet, so I think we're saving that for, around this time, because she wanted to go no alcohol for November, so they're still around.
Yeah.
Which is good. I guess this is the right time to do it, so...
Hopefully you guys are liking our set decoration with this nice snow globe here.
Well, unless you're listening on Spotify or Apple Podcast, and you can't see anything, so it doesn't matter. We're also wearing Santa Claus hats, if you guys couldn't tell. Just realize no one can see us unless you're watching on YouTube.
Yeah. Any other sort of just general holiday tips? Are there any holiday tips that you have for people, or do's and don'ts around the holidays, things that you need to maybe check out around the holidays? What about Christmas shopping? How do you generally do your Christmas shopping? Do you especially this year, are you leaning more towards the online?
Well, if I'm being honest, I was mostly online in general because I was just lazy, and I would see something online, just have it shipped to me, and just hide it from my people who I bought them for. But especially this year. But this year, I've shopped more locally, definitely, for sure. Small businesses, clothing companies based in Toronto.
If you guys have watched any of the past episodes, you know that we're all about supporting local businesses.
Especially even before this whole thing, right? But I think Christmas shopping is definitely different this year. Yes, you can use Amazon, but maybe double check that you're buying a product that someone is selling off Amazon, not Amazon selling it, right? Yeah. That's still, in a way, supporting local. That's definitely what I've been trying to do. Whether it's someone started a candle business, and I don't use candles, maybe no one else does, but buy someone a candle and support a small business owner.
Yeah.
A set of clothes that someone else is making, right?
Yeah.
Something local.
Personal gifts versus
something else. Here's a good question.
Or surprise versus
yeah. Okay. So this is a good question if you guys didn't hear that. So Jameson just asked, what do we think about a personal gift that might be a surprise? I'm not going to tell you what I buy you, right?
Yeah.
Or say I ask you, hey, what do you want for Christmas? And you tell me, and then I go get that for you. And it's not a surprise. You know what it is. What is your opinion on that?
I think it depends on how old you are, right? Maybe as a kid, you want to be surprised. But as you get older, it gets hard to buy for somebody, and
it is harder to buy.
You think about what you need instead of what you want, right? And
the thing is
someone out.
I fully agree with you, but I also see the opposite side of the coin, where it's yes, it's so much harder to buy for someone, which means that it's even better when you get the surprise and it is something that you do like. You know what I mean? If you're surprised and just, whoa, I didn't even think about getting that for myself, and you got it.
Exactly, right? So that's a lot harder, obviously, but if you can get it done, that is absolutely awesome. Yes. It's a lot harder, obviously, but
I still appreciate the because the thing is, people need certain things, and maybe they didn't want to go and buy it themselves or something like that. But
if someone can give you a straight answer of what they want, don't surprise them, because then the surprise might be great, but it won't be what they wanted.
But that's the thing. If
5 people buy the same thing, that's what they say.
Well,
then they can sell 4 of them. Make some money.
My big issue is that I don't want to get something for someone that they don't want, because and I don't like to get things for people. So here's another thing. Do you like to get things that are consumable, like food, for example? Because one thing about food is that it's great for the moment, but then it's not lasting. Typically I like to get things that people will use. Well, they use in general, and things that actually last. You know what I mean?
I think
of course, the consumables are still great too. Me personally, I don't mind if I get a consumable thing. If somebody gets me a nice bottle of scotch or whatever, that's awesome. And I love that.
And it could last you a while, or it might last you a day based on how you drink. But either way, it's still a gift. And if it's something you wanted to try, obviously you want to have something that they can and actually will use.
Will use, yeah.
something could even be like, if you want to go a little above and beyond, like what I'm thinking of doing, not this year because my shopping's already done, but like I and this is supporting local too. I have friends who do like custom clothing, right? So I'm like, how cool would it be as a gift to get someone like a customized like sweater or shirt like with their name on it or something cool about them, or like say my nickname is Hot Sauce and someone got me a shirt that says Hot Sauce on the back, right? That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Right? Something along those lines. Someone's definitely going to steal my idea this next little bit, but
Yeah.
that's something that they can use as something very, very personal, like personal to that person.
Yeah.
I feel like as you get older, you have to get like more personal, something they can use, something they'll want, something that they can't re-gift, that they're unregiftable, right?
That's a good point. What do you make of the regift?
I mean, it's a little hurtful.
It's hurtful, eh? Like, let's say, okay, you get me something and I regift it to somebody else, but you don't even know about it. Like, what is there to think about that? Like, maybe I give it to Jameson, but Jameson doesn't know that you gave it to me. But if we're looking from the outside in, it's kind of...
It's a dick move, but honestly...
It's a bad look for sure.
It's a bad look if the person finds out. If they don't find out, then maybe they gave you the gift of not having to look for another gift.
I think a lot of people have done it. Like, and be honest with yourselves, I think a lot of people have re-gifted stuff in the past.
Something from your work and re-gift it to your mother-in-law, whatever.
Yeah. That's actually a good point.
And re-gift it to your brother, then it's like
This is a bad one. Like, let's say you gave me like a shirt, for example, and I give it to Jameson. Then the next time we go film a podcast episode, he's wearing the shirt you gave me.
I'll be like, what the hell?
Yeah, where did you... Oh, you got the same shirt. Yeah, he just randomly bought the same shirt.
It's like, Jackson, that was a custom shirt for you. What the
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense.
That would be bad.
Yeah. I mean, that goes to 6 degrees of separation. Maybe if you are going to re-gift something, don't gift it to somebody in the same circle.
Yes.
I think that's fair.
Yeah. Regifting happens. Happens.
In a way, think about it this way. You gave the person the gift of not having to look for another gift for another person.
I'd like to get into maybe a little bit more of the family-oriented nature of Christmas, like the actual meaning behind Christmas. We don't have to get into necessarily religion, but we can get into some of the principles that the religious holiday has to do with, right? What are your sort of favorite aspects of Christmas or the holidays in general that don't necessarily have to do with religion, don't have to do with the commercial aspect of it? Because I know like Christmas is largely commercialized now, but
Absolutely.
What are your favorite aspects of Christmas in terms of just the general feel that it gives you?
Yeah, I think that's a great question actually. And Christmas always brings about a great vibe. People are generally...
It's a season of joy, right?
Yeah. People are generally in a better mood for this brief amount of time in December where seasonal depression is kicking in, right? Because, it gets darker. It gets colder.
Literally, like, you never hear the word joy as much as you do around Christmas time.
Yeah, it's
right?
the
It's not
season
even like
of
a word.
joy.
Like, even if you're happy, you won't even say that you're feeling joyful.
Exactly.
Until it's around Christmas, you actually feel like joy, right?
Yep.
You feel like putting on like Christmas music, and I want to definitely ask if you have any good Christmas songs that you really go to. But
I definitely don't, so don't even bother asking. I do not have that going.
But like,
I'll ask you.
like in the car, for example, like when you're driving, when do you start putting on? Do you even listen to Christmas music?
I refuse to listen to anything before December 1st, though. Like, so when they start playing it at November, it's not happening.
I have been known to play it a little bit earlier.
Okay,
but I hear you. For me, like Christmas decorations, like the Christmas tree, I think the Christmas tree should not go up before... I'll give you a couple days leeway, let's say a weekend, maybe like November 26th or so. Anything earlier than November 26th, you put your Christmas tree up too early.
I don't know, man. I think November in general is too early.
Yes, I think it is. I think December 1st is usually when I'd like to have the Christmas tree up by.
Yeah.
Because if you put it up, like let's say you put it up like December 18th, I mean, you kind of have to take that Christmas tree down like December 27th, 28th.
Hopefully. Some people leave it on to January.
What about the people that leave their Christmas lights up all year round?
Oh, yeah. It's like August and they're still on.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I get it. If you want to leave them up there because it's convenient, turn them off. I don't want to see the red and green lights in August, man. It's weird.
Yeah. You'd rather them on? It just looks so tacky.
If every house was
I
mean,
think
maybe
it's so
maybe
tacky.
if you
It's
change
not creatively lit up. It's like
maybe if you
it's
change the
old
lights.
like it's old creativity. It's creativity from December.
Maybe if you change the design.
And it's also not creativity. It's just laziness.
Maybe there's summer light system and a Christmas light system, so it's like that. There's a different vibe to it. But either way, like just think about your electricity bill too. Like that's a lot going on all the time.
That's true.
Imagine summer, everybody had like palm tree, inflatable shit, and like people like surfing.
I don't know. Decorations in general, like
Are you living in a
very
frat house the entire year? Like,
Decorations can get very tacky for me.
yeah,
It's got to be done with good taste.
They're a bit much, and they can get overdone, and they have to be taken care of. And imagine doing that all year round. That's
Like
kind of
we have a Christmas tree that's it's a fake one, right?
Yeah,
but it has the lights all around it.
First off, that's the way to go anyway. Like you're killing less trees.
So
and it's usable for years.
It's got options, right? For the light setting, you can have it all like the standard like white, or you can have it like a multicolor lighting.
Mm-hmm.
I personally hate the multicolored lighting. Jameson thinks it looks nice, but I think it looks so tacky when you have like blue lights and like orange lights on your orange doesn't belong.
I think if you're gonna go colored, it has to be the red and green, man. And that's I gotta keep it to the red and green.
I much prefer just the white. Like the white lights just look.
No,
look
the white
nice.
lights look fantastic, but if you're gonna go
Looks
colored,
clean and
go red
like
green.
classy and like
Stick to one color or go to the red and green, or just stick it to the white. In my opinion,
Yeah.
but if you bring in blue and orange, then you're just gonna
blue.
into some weird shit.
That's where I draw the line, like blue and orange. You can have like white, red, green. What's that?
It's red, green, and blue.
Where do you get blue though? Why is blue
I don't know, man. I
involved?
think the red and green is just where Christmas is at, in my opinion. I don't remember seeing blue.
It just doesn't look good.
That's just me.
You guys are just colorists now.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're a blue person, get out.
Because it's dark.
Yeah.
Not like I want it all the time, but like sometimes you're in the dark vibe.
Yeah.
You're like, okay, I'm gonna put it on. Like,
Okay, I think the dark vibe mostly applies to you in this situation.
Yeah. We got a little bit away from the topic though, Robbie. Like I wanted to get into a little bit more of like the serious nature of why particularly we enjoy Christmas. And like me personally, if I get into it, it's just a time for just general happiness. Like there's something to look forward to. There's a lot of cheer spread, not even just like within your family. Like let's say you go to the stores, like everyone else is also like saying nice things, right? Like like usually when you go buy something from like a store, they'll be like, okay, like maybe they say nothing to you, right? Like let's say you go pick up food, they'll be like, okay, thanks for that, and have a nice day. Maybe they'll say that, right? Mm-hmm. Have a nice day is also great. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like just actually like spreading some sort of like happiness to somebody else. But like around the holidays when I went shopping at the mall, like everyone was, I hope you really have a great holiday. Like the people, like, you know what I mean? Like that makes people's day, you know?
Like I said earlier, it elevates everybody's mood in a strange way. It's like this feeling. It's like it's a holiday, you know. It's time to spend with people.
Yes.
I mean, not gonna get that this year because again the holidays gonna look different because of COVID.
Yeah.
It's too bad.
But it's also just like the general kindness that you give to people. Let's say
you don't have it.
Talk to your family.
You can just say Merry Christmas and it lightens the mood.
Even if you can't visit your family, like give them a phone call, like say how much they mean to you or something like that, or you like the gift giving thing as well.
You're grateful for another year you had with them. Yeah. Or separated in this case.
And I like to, me personally, I like to actually, one of my favorite parts is giving the gift. It's like almost like a thank you to somebody.
Yeah. And and if you see their good reaction, it also kind of fills you up a little bit. It
makes me feel good when other people are like happy that they got something that they like.
Yeah. And then you were able to like give that feeling to that person.
Yeah.
So I get that.
Yeah. That's definitely a fun time. Christmas is fun. Christmas music recommendations. You don't have any, but
Mariah Carey, All I Want for Christmas Is You.
I mean, that's a classic.
I mean, you can't go wrong with that.
I gotta go. Michael Bublé, Christmas album. Michael Bublé's Christmas album. Favorite song is the first one. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. That one doesn't miss.
What about Justin Bieber's Mistletoe?
I never heard it. Can you sing us? Can you do your best Manny Pacquiao and sing?
I absolutely cannot sing Justin Bieber's song, Mistletoe. I think he actually made a different Christmas album. I could be wrong.
Justin Bieber did?
I think so. Don't quote me on that.
Michael Bublé's Christmas album is actually great, though. He has a lot of the classics.
Yeah, Michael Bublé, I think he basically made a Christmas album and then retired because he probably just killed it off that. His voice was ideal for Christmas and he killed it. So, and that was years ago. It's awesome.
He sort of like invokes like the Frank Sinatra vibe to him, you know?
Now he's basically known for Christmas songs and bubbly.
Yes, and
the bubbly.
Bubbly is good too.
Killing it. Yeah.
No other Christmas songs that you know which one I really don't like is Jingle Bells. That one is on the Michael Bublé Christmas album, but I always skip over that one.
Fair. How about Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer? The song?
I'm not the biggest fan of the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer song. It's too specific.
It's a terrible song.
It's like it's like Frosty the Snowman. I don't want to hear about like characters in a song.
No, Frosty the Snowman. He's talking shit about Frosty the Snowman, guys.
Just the song. I'm not talking about Frosty.
Throw snowballs at his house. Throw snowballs at his house.
What about like Feliz Navidad? That's a good one.
That's a good one. How about the First Noel?
Which one? How does that go?
It's like the slower, like the thing you would hear in church, like the first
Ave Maria.
Noel.
Oh, no. Ave Maria.
The angel would say, "Please don't make me sing the rest of this song." No, no. I'm done.
Which one? White Christmas is pretty good.
Or the sad one, I'll have a blue Christmas without you. Yeah.
Is that Elvis? I think it is.
I think it might have been. Yeah. What about Baby It's Cold Outside?
I think isn't there something like wrong with that song?
Yeah,
there was. Eh?
You can't sing it anymore.
You can't sing that one. They got canceled.
It's supposedly like about like back in the day it was like considered fine, but now it's like
I don't know what the lyrics. I don't pay attention to the lyrics at all. But the song had like a good tune.
But now it's considered to be like, oh no, she can't leave the house. It's considered like a sexual assault song.
What about Santa Baby? Santa Baby.
It's pretty good.
I hate that song.
Oh, you know I like Santa Baby.
You know what bothers me?
What about Parumpa Pum Pum?
The Little Drummer Boy? It's not bad. That's like there's something reminds me of all those like gymnasium gatherings at elementary school where they learn how to sing these choir songs.
Yeah.
Oh. Nightmares.
He comes to you. Hark the herald.
Yeah, you hear those labels. You know what you don't see a lot? Charlie Brown Christmas special anymore.
No.
You don't see that anymore. That's too bad.
It's too passé. Charlie Brown's passé.
It's over now.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy though?
Nobody cares about Charlie Brown.
No, it's done. But you know what's crazy though? You can't play the song "Baby It's Cold Outside," but they're blasting WAP on every goddamn radio station.
Yeah.
How the times have changed. I mean,
that is crazy.
Go feminism, but I hate that song so much.
Yeah, I don't like it either.
It's aggressive. I don't like it.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there's a good amount of rappers who just say how much they use it. So.
Whole song about,
yeah.
Like my dick is the only one, and that's like a joke the whole time.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Serious.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're.
It's definitely aggressive. It's definitely aggressive.
Sad fact. Cardi B is nominated as Woman of the Year.
Wow.
This year.
Wow.
She is Woman of the Year.
Okay. I got another question for you. Okay. When it comes to laying the gifts out under the tree, when do you do that?
The week of.
Okay.
Me personally.
I like to do that, but my biggest issue is, and I don't know if you've ever felt the same, but I've heard like the crime reports or like the crime statistics around Christmas time, and like crime like goes up around Christmas time. So like I sometimes get nervous to like put stuff under the tree, and like maybe like this is probably a little bit overly paranoid, but like I'm like fearful, like, oh, what if like a burglar like burgles in and takes everything and burgles everything.
Fair points. However, counter argument, if there are things you want to get rid of this year, put them in Amazon boxes and leave them on your porch. They'll be gone by the end of the day.
Yeah.
You got some old shit you don't want to have anymore?
To do that.
Yeah. Hey, if they're gonna steal things, let them steal your old crap.
Wow.
You guys think about like glitter bombing, or like putting like, so you put like poison in a package, and then somebody steals it and they consume it. Like you put it in, I don't know, a drink or something.
Well, then you're a murderer, technically.
I don't know. They weren't supposed to steal it in the first place.
Fair enough, but you put it out there with the intention of someone stealing it. Why else did you put poison in it? And see what happens? But going back to your point, though, Jameson used the word glitter bomb, and that brings back a memory of when I was at a music festival a couple of years back, and I actually got glitter bombed by a person I did not know. I was finding glitter in places I didn't know I had for weeks after that festival was over, and I hated it.
Like where?
Do you really want to know?
I mean, like I kind of do.
I'm in the shower, just kind of falls out of my ass, man. Like, it was weird. Like, no, they dump it over your head, and it just drips down after a while, right? And you're just there all day outside.
Oh, glitter in his ass,
dude! It was so annoying. I got. Luckily, I was single at the time. I was single at the time. It was a couple years ago. I never met this girl at the time and didn't see her before or after that glitter bomb. She did it to me and my friend and then took off. I was like, what just happened?
You had a glitter bum?
Yeah, basically. God, that was awful. Ladies, if music festivals, and gentlemen, actually, you young punks out there, when music festivals come back, please let's not make glitter bombing a thing. It is just unpleasant for everybody.
That's fair.
It's like going to the beach and finding sand later on, but like worse because it's hard to get rid of the sand. It's annoying.
Okay, I think what we should do right now, Robbie, we had a good conversation about Christmas. What we do need to do is we need to talk about what we're fighting for.
What we're fighting for.
Okay. I'll go first, I guess.
All right.
I think it's probably going to be pretty obvious, but I'm going to be talking about just the general enjoyment of your holidays, right? I want everybody to have the safest, funnest holiday that they possibly can have. I want people to still feel the joy of Christmas. I want people to still have the ability to care for the people that they care about, people to just generally be able to share the joy that they feel.
Yep.
And obviously, I mean, with like the government restrictions these days, it's tough. It's gonna be it's definitely the most different Christmas that we've ever had, right? Yeah,
holidays are gonna look different this year for sure. On your note, though, what I'm fighting for is very similar. Like, spend time with your family within reason, or whoever your bubble is. If you can't spend time with them, get on a Zoom call. Also, I'm fighting for support local. I'm going to do a shameless self-promotion here. Support local, my online fitness business, Moss Fitness Incorporated. If you go to my website and look up my app or my ebooks, if you guys use the code 2FriendsFighting, all one word, you get 20% off your purchases. That's so you can support local.
You guys got to go work off all the Christmas goodies.
Yeah,
go check out.
If you're putting on the COVID weight and the Christmas weight at the same time, and you want to have some great home workouts, hit up my website and use the code to save some money and support local. And that's something I'm fighting for.
You want to plug that one more time? The website's name is?
Oh, yeah. mossfitness.ca. And if you use the code at checkout, 2FriendsFighting, the number 2, Friends Fighting, all one word. Hopefully you guys can spell. You get 20% off my app for the first 12 months, or you get 20% off.
So it's an app and a website.
It's an app, and I also have PDF ebooks for sale. You can use the code there as well. You get 20% off those.
Yeah. Perfect. That was good.
That's it.
Make sure that you guys like this video, subscribe to the channel. We have a lot of people watching the videos but not subscribing. We need to boost our subscriber count. Obviously, we're still just doing this podcast for fun.
Yeah,
we like doing it every week.
It's actually a good time. So, guys, thank you always for watching, though. Share it with your friends. Like, comment, subscribe. Give us a download on Spotify and a 5-star review on Ella Podcast, wherever you listen to. Or if you're listening on iTunes or something like that, do whatever you can do there.
Cheers to everybody out there, too. Absolutely. I hope you guys have the most wonderful holiday season.
Yeah.
Despite all the restrictions, have fun. Be nice to people out there. Enjoy your Christmas.
Merry Christmas, guys. Thanks for watching. This is 2 Friends Fighting. I'm Robbie.
I'm Jackson. Merry Christmas,
care, guys.
Everybody.
Merry Christmas.
said is a handsome, pretty the same sentence. So there was this decline right there. It's like, oh, that's the same thing.
I'm handsome, I'm pretty, I'm attractive, I'm beautiful.